So I just wanted to show you guys something because I was just like listening in my earbuds to a reading because sometimes I get clues from the readings. And then this one that I was listening to, I already heard the whole thing, but I rewind it because it was somewhere towards the end that I heard her say something about LAB. And for some reason, when she said this sort of corporation like it's called LAB Lab something, she said, and then she was like, it's some sort of corporation. And then when she said that, all of a sudden I got a flashback of this company that used to follow me around. And they guess what? I thought I ignored it the first time I seen it, and then the next time I seen it, it was that same truck. And this is part of the reason why they got rid of my phones, like why they set it up to steal my phones, because I had visual proof of the things that I'm speaking about on here. So the reason why, so the reading that is titled, I don't. Well, anyways, that doesn't matter. So this person feel like you humiliated them to their group. People are walking away from them, and as you can see, it's from today, May 19th, and let's see. Anyways, it was Intuitive Goddess 333 from, and my son's watching Miss Tasha in the background, so you'll hear that. But I closed the door. I just want to keep him, he's eating and watching TV. But anyways, all of a sudden, when I heard that, I was washing the dishes, and next thing you know, I had a flashback of that company, this company right here, following me. And you know that it's from Resident Evil, right? So I ain't paying no attention. I laughed it off the first time I seen it. I was like, those people are ridiculous. They got Umbrella Corporation on their car. And no, to be honest, it was a black truck that was following me, a older black truck following me around, and they also had a white one. And it wasn't a big truck. It was one of those smaller trucks that's kind of small and lower to the ground. And now that I think about it, I think there was an older black truck that had it, and it had exactly this sign on it. Um, and it said this, our business is life itself. But back then in 2020 or 2021, I saw this company follow me around. I think it was 2021. This company, and I say company because I actually went to their site, and when it was on their car, there was a abbreviation dot behind every letter, like the U, then it was a dot, M dot, B dot, R dot, E dot, L dot, L dot, A dot, and it was on their car, and it still had the same red and white sign. I was like, these people must not, but I thought it was a joke until I seen that car. I was like, oh, there go that car again. I thought they were just, I happened to run into them a second time. But then what got me is when I seen the company a third time, and it was on a different vehicle, and it still said Umbrella Corporation. And I was like, these people are following me around. And I think somebody else I met said the same thing, but I think they were a gang stalker. And so I checked my angel answer cards. I was like, God, were those, angels of anyways, I asked the angels, were they, was that company just a gang stalking company? Like, were they just gang stalking me using the Umbrella Corporation? It said no. So that's how I know that that wasn't just gang stalkers. It was a legit company. So I went searching, and I found this website that have a gun on it, and I said, no, that ain't it. That's not it. Because they tried to act, they changed the website because they knew, just like those houses that they tore down that I was going to go show proof about. That's how they've been closely watching me. They went and tore those two houses down. I know exactly where the spot is. They probably going to build something else up there just to act like later on in the future I wasn't telling the truth. But I beat them too. Like, I got down there sooner than one of them before they could build something else up at that spot where one of the houses used to be, and actually the other place too. I saw them where they tore it down. There's nothing built up. But anyways, I went to one website, and it said it had a gun on it. I said, I knew they was going to do it, because the original one, I actually signed up with one of my emails to get updates from that company, that corporation's website. They actually had a website you could go to, and I remember reading about them doing research, but it's not the same research that they're trying to play like they're doing now. They changed the website, so if I spoke about it, because they knew one day I might remember it and then speak about it, so they changed the website, and I'm pretty sure other people have been followed by it based off of me looking it up and then finding this. Somebody said the same shit, violet blue, a year ago, and I just found this today, literally a few minutes ago before I made this video. She said, or he said, I'm not exactly sure, but I seen a car today that had Umbrella Corporation, and under that it had Department of Homeland Security. What the F? So when I saw that, it let me know I for sure not tripping, because other people have seen these cars, and I don't know where this person at, but this, it says, what is the Umbrella Corporation at at the top, and then this person said they're not exactly sure, but they seen a car today that had Umbrella Corporation, and that I laughed it off because I thought, you know how some people they have Naruto, Uzumaki, or other anime characters or companies like Resident Evil. I used to play the Resident Evil game with my sisters and my bro sometime, and then so I thought somebody was just a fan, so they put it on their car. No, that is not what it was. That's why some people don't pay attention to certain things. Um, how to, how do I stay fit as I get older? Well, that's not what this was about. So let me go back, and it made me. That's what propelled me, motivate me to make this video, just to speak out, because I'm wondering if any of you guys ever seen that company following you, because they were everywhere I was at. I'm like, now, one of the streets I went on, I was like, now for that truck to be where I'm at, I know they following me. Now that third time I seen them, I knew that they were following me. And if it's the Department of Homeland Security, that means that I must have been on the watch list back then already, and they was watching me because I was on the terrorist watch list or the blacklist or the watch list, and usually they consider people that's on that list terrorists. So that's probably why they were watching me. And this was, I think, before I had even. Oh no, I think I did find out. It was around that time I was learning some information from Tazadoc too. So I was about to say, I think this was even before I had started learning that information about contract law and stuff like that, or where I finally delve into it, because I heard about the straw man back in like probably like 2013 or 14. All I know is I think I was 19 years old at the time when I first heard about it, 19 or 20, from a pedophile dude named Ricky Holsey. And he the one who told me about it, because he learned about it in jail, but he didn't know too much about it. And but when he was talking about it, I was like, oh, I wanted to look into that, and I didn't really get nowhere because I didn't kind of understand. I hit like I had gave up when I got to some information I didn't quite understand back at that time. And I was like, oh well, because they made it seem like they had the website, some of them deter people from thinking that it's actually a real deal. They show you stuff that happened to people that, to discourage people from going down, I'll say, use the term, the rabbit hole, to find out the information about that stuff, to deter you from even basically setting yourself free from their corporation of the United States. So anyways, later on I say, I think that stuff is real, because it started not making sense to me about some of the things that was happening, like to me, like the police trying to stop somebody, pull them over, give them tickets and shit. I'm like, you know what, this shit get on my nerves, because I was being harassed. That's why that shit was happening at the max. I'm like, it's like, why do they seem like they always where I'm at, but then all these other crimes is being taken, not taken care of, but these other crimes are happening that's way more serious, but y'all having a hard time finding them, or motherfuckers is getting away with doing shit that's way worse than somebody just riding on the road without a plastic card. Nigga, please. That's why I knew these niggas was full of shit. Sorry about the niggas, but y'all. But the thing is, I just wanted to share this, because this corporation, I was being followed by them, and I went to the website. Let's see, the first one I went to, I see now they talk some weapons research. It was not a weapons research when I first went to their website. I believe back in 2021 or 2022, because I actually looked it up. I said, no, this is the company that's been following me. And I went in somewhere, and I think I seen that same, they had a paper that it's like an actual website. I think people could actually get emails and sign up. Their website was completely different than what it is now. That's why I'm trying to show, to let people know that if something happened to you, they want to make you seem like you're crazy. So what they do is, if you do, like my DNA results show, that I have the capability of recalling information, which I thought was normal, but maybe some people can't easily recall a lot of information. And so since they know that, and this is most likely happening to other people as well, that when you do finally recall something that happened to you, just even something simple as somebody saying LAB Corporation, all of a sudden I remember Umbrella Corporation used to follow me. I don't know how I made that connection, but energetically I got a message download from her saying that on that tarot reading. That's why I watch some tarot readings. I might not watch the whole thing. I might even I get a message just from the title without even having to watch the video. I'll be like, oh, that's what happened, or that gives me a clue, or something like that. So I just wanted to show you guys that, so you can know that you're not crazy. And that to keep in mind, if you do see something like that going on where you might, you know, they think it's not really that serious, of all of a sudden you see an influx of a certain company, like all of a sudden, for instance, all of a sudden I started seeing the actual Homeland Security trucks riding around in downtown Portland by my house. I'm like, and then it's only by the area where I was sitting at outside in my car. All of a sudden sheriffs going by, police officers going by, what you call it, Homeland Security drove by 2 times, and then they started having other shit that you don't necessarily normally see riding around. And I was like, no, there's something to that. Now I know motherfuckers is watching around. I don't respect none of them motherfuckers now, because I'm like, y'all bitches is wasting y'all time watching people who ain't even doing nothing. So that, and if you are wasting your time watching somebody who's not doing actual crimes, and if it's tied to something that the person knows, that's knowledge or whatever, or you're watching them because of what some other person said about them that abused their power and authority, then that just goes to show that, to me, that makes me put those individuals in the basically in the seat of the people that are not doing right. They're the ones that's out here doing wrong. Because how do you not have the intelligence to see that obviously this person's not doing nothing wrong? Why are we watching them? Most likely that tells me that y'all motherfuckers are the ones that's out there being part of a lot of the crimes in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Whether it be you even knowing about it happening, you watching the shit happen and not doing nothing about it because somebody gave you orders to leave it alone, because the person who gave you orders have a hand in what the fuck that illegal operation is, stuff like that. So this, just in short, to make it a little shorter, I apologize for going off on that rant, but the thing is, this corporation was not no freaking weapons corporation. They changed the website, and I tried to go look to see if this was just one version of their website, like, because maybe they had another one out there. The whole background is even changed. It actually had blue on the background, and it made it look like computerish, kind of like, not computerish, but you guys know what I mean, like how on certain movies they show, like if you go to a website or it looks like code is on there, and it looks kind of how this gray looking area looks. It was blue and white looking like that instead of black and red and white, but it had the umbrella corporation and it had dots in between it. So, and then, so I know that I'm not crazy though, because another person on, when I went to the I don't know how to say that name, Kiora or Cora, I don't know, but a lady said, or Violet Blue, he or she said that they saw that car following them, that they saw a car or something like that. Let me see. Well, you guys already had seen it anyway, so you know what I'm talking about. I think I had went down here somewhere. I don't know who the hell that is. But anyways, hopefully that was helpful in some kind of way. Maybe it will remind some of you guys of a company that you had seen following you around. Then all of a sudden they disappeared. I think even when I was homeless walking on the street one time, I seen them. So I was like, these men that tried to traffic me in Hillsborough, the people who've been watching me, y'all niggas got to know about it. So you have to. There's absolutely no way that you don't know about these individuals that were trying to traffic me and my son if you didn't have a hand in it. These fucking corporations. So that means there's crooked individuals in these companies, in these organizations, that's been following and watching and letting shit go down because they got a motherfucking hand in it, nigga. I ain't lying. Cause look at this, the Umbrella Corporation. They had it in a movie. That's why. That's that's why some people will overlook it, and that's what I was trying to say in another video I made maybe some years, not years ago. Well, I did talk about that years ago, but I made a video of it months ago that says something, speaking on how they make, even recently I talked about how this movie called The Reader, they was gonna make a movie. So because the stuff I was going through, I was like, I knew that they was planning on making a movie out of it. So if I ever spoke out about any of the stuff, it'll make it like, oh, she must have been watching too many movies. And I noticed gangstalkers say shit like that. They be like, oh, what's wrong with you? You've been watching too many movies. But they be knowing that shit be going on. It's like they try to gaslight you in your face to act like you're a crazy person. You just want to be, you watch some movies, and so you want somebody to feel excited or impressed with you in some way by like mocking something that happened on a movie and saying that it happened to you to make you seem like you're special. Hell no. If that was the case, I'll be choosing something good, like I'm a rich MFer and I'm living the life and you could clearly see it or something like that. I would not try to like be impressing somebody or make them think I'm so special, like, because now I'm starting to see the stuff that happened on a lot of these movies. Not now I'm starting to see, but it's becoming really clear to me now that a lot of things that is put in our faces on movies are things that actually happen happen in real life, even if it hasn't happened in the last century or 2 centuries or 3 centuries or 4 centuries. It happens sometime in the past, or it's something that they already know is going to happen in the future, even if it's a decade or more than when the movie came out. That's why they got people out on YouTube making movies like, was the Simpsons just telling us the truth the whole time, or did they predict, or was it just a coincidence? Stuff like that. So just keep that in mind, please, and know that you're not freaking crazy. If you see a company like this following you around, they changed it. So that's the main part I wanted to show, guys, is how they changed the website and tried to act like now it's a weapons research. It was no weapons research. They were doing scientific research, like on they had other stuff, and I no longer have it because I had it on my other email address. Now I know Google must have got paid off. Some agent at Google got paid off to not allow me to have access back to that email, because I've tried several times, plenty of times, trying to get access to that email after they stole my phones and hacked me out of my account. Their Gmail didn't even respond to me at all about it. At least Facebook responded to me when I was trying to get access to my account in the past, back when I was a security officer working at Intel. And I saw that from the FEMA test that I did, they actually did something illegal or something that I could have charged them for, with asking me for my allowing somebody to get access to my account, but then trying to force me to send my a picture of my ID in. Even a lady, when I told a lady about that at DHS, she thought I was completely crazy for sending them, but I said that's the only way they said they would give me access back to my account, is if I took a picture and sent it in an email about my ID to show that it was me, that it was my account. For some reason, I don't know why. When another woman stole my account when I was a security officer doing a FEMA test, there was some tests that we had to complete and do while we sitting at the computer, and I was at the Hawthorne Farms 3 HF3 side of the campus, sitting there doing the test, and then I read something about policy or social media or something. I saw that basically Facebook did something that I could have sued their ass for, but that's that's already in the past now. That was probably back, I don't know, maybe 2017, 2016, 2018. It was between one of those 3 years, something like that. I can't exactly remember. It was before 2019 though. It was like between 2016 and 2018 that situation took place, but because when I was a security officer. Well, anyways, y'all, that's all. I hope this was somewhat, really helpful to you, like knowing how these smugs is moving out here, how these people are moving out here. And I was going to speak on something else, but I'll just save that for another video. Thank you.